character's apartment. And so when the assassins shot the place up, I buffed Shay's character, who is part of a mercenaries group called the Slayers, and she lived up to the name by completely skull fucking a bunch of assassins to death with her new axe.
Yeah, that's fun.
But I got shot by a musket, and in Zweihander, combat is usually fast and brutal, which is why Shay was able to skullfuck like 3 people to death with her axe. But I got shot, and so, I basically got the equivalent of having one of my arms ruined by being shot. But I immediately went down because I always encourage the chaos factor in games. So it's like, oh, you want to do this thing? It's like, I probably shouldn't. I was like, no, do it. Don't hold back. And so when he re-rolled his attack, it ended up being a critical. And so it's like, I'm just fucking demolished. Let's see. Let's move. I want this to be somewhere where it can be seen. I do believe you did. You had a 14 and a 13. Yeah, pretty middle of the road rolls there. 30 times butts. Wow, 30 months, dude. That is choice. Yeah. That just shows how old this channel is. I should probably keep track of those anniversaries and do stuff. I think we did a 2-year one, but... Because I think I counted it in December for when we... You should also post that work in progress on Twitter so people can see it and be excited about your art.
Okay.
But yeah, Shay was doing some awesome art stream, and it was great. It looked awesome, and I'm going to finish putting the notifications out so that we can get started proper.
And then my stream cut out.
Yeah, right as she was doing the outro, her computer just shut down. Didn't lose any of the work, thankfully.
Thank God. I believe they're called Kreshnar, which I'm taking some artistic liberties on them. But they're like these faceless hyena thingies. But I think it's creepier if they have faces, but the faces like peel back.
Like the zombie dog from the Resident Evil movie.
I saw that clip.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Kind of like that.
No, it like opened up. yeah, it's like, yeah, same preference. Still nightmare fuel.
The first Resident Evil dogs you see have no skin.
It's true.
It's just, hey, I'm here.
I remember being a wee lad when the first Resident Evil came out, and we weren't allowed to play it because we were young, but my dad played it, and I remember that first time you see the dog enter the hallway is fucking terrifying. Because, did you ever play the original before it got remade, Shane? Okay. Old Resident Evil games. Yeah. Old Resident Evil games were basically on a thing called rail shooters. So basically, it would be a fixed camera, and then your character would walk, and if ever combat happened, your person would lock in place and basically like tank swivel to shoot things. And so... Oh yeah, and it's awful. But the original scene, you're walking down this hallway, and it's got the like creepy ambient music, and because it's a fixed camera angle, it starts with you walking through the camera and then going down a hallway with the camera at your back. And basically, as you get to the end of the hallway, the window closest to the camera is the one that shatters, and the dog jumps out of it. So it is just like early jump scare fuel, and it was terrifying as like a 8-year-old child when that happens.
Interestingly enough, not a lot of the movie creeped me out so much, except for the part where the guy gets diced.
Oh, that was cool. That was all actual props too.
Oh yeah, I heard it's like they made like a little wax sculpture thingy.
Yeah, they made the dude completely and cubed him, and they showed the guy before they filmed it, and he's just like, "That's delightful." They're like, "Yep, you're cubed." It's like, look, it's you, but cubed. Anyway, we have a game of Tomb of Annihilation to play. Also, of course, as everybody who's watching notices, Dido is not here. They called out today, not feeling well, so we will just have to power through without them. I'm going to give control of Kiri, as she has started calling her now, and I don't want to mess that up by calling her Val, because that's a totally different character. Cough. So Kiri will be under Shay's control tonight.
Oh, okay.
And we will zoom in on where we left off. So. Ooh, did it change your... Oh, it did! Look at that dashing pose there. He's just like, thinker. I like that it's just gonna keep changing. Also, I gotta find like the perfect spot to leave this message, because it is very hard to see what I wrote here. No. Is there a background one? There's a background one. Nope, didn't do it. Ah, that's why it can't be seen. 50%. Hey, that makes it much more visible. Oh, Kay's running slow now. Are we still good? Yeah, you were slow framing for a moment there. Yeah, you're really slow framing. Quick, stand closer to the router. Alright. Anyways, where we left off last week was you all had finally reached the outskirts of Mesro. The last episode largely dealt with a random encounter in the jungles that saw you all ambushed in the middle of the night by a nest of giant spiders. Largely, people were not in any danger of being eaten, except for poor Faerun, who tried to become a different type of spider and befriend the spiders to mix results. But ultimately, you all pressed on through rainy days to the outskirts of Mesro. And that's where we're picking up, because there really isn't a huge recap. You guys fought spiders, and that was the whole day. Oh, gosh, now I'm having internet problems. What the hell? Alright, there we go.
So I gave myself a note.
The
note is verb question.
Oh, yes. There was a... Right, what was it?
I would like to see if there's any birds around who would be interested in trading a little bit of rations to allow me to see through their eyes to do a scout of the city.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you have Speak with Animals.
I do, and that's why I was sitting at the end and meditating.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get that started. Cast Speak with Animals so I can see what my criteria is. Give the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade the beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's discretion. Cool. Also, I'm going to pull up the Mesro map I had given you all last week and put that on stream as well so that people can see it. Not that one, this one. Save. Wow. That's the wrong one, that's why that's not working. Okay, over here. And, okay, so this is your map here, and apologies to stream because of course it's going to cut it off where I need it. Ooh, Spirit Tap Mesro branch, yeah. So you guys are in the bottom right corner on a cliff overlook that is showing the city properly. So please give me a perception check to look for burbs. There's technically 5 right in front of you according to this picture, but I'm going to have you look anyways.
What on earth?
What the deuce? Close it and open it back up. Close it. No. There you go. Huh. Can you expand it?
Only that way.
Huh.
There we go.
Alright.
Okay, that was weird. Alright, yeah.
Sheet issues. Everybody's having technical issues today.
Do I see at least one of the 5 birds?
You can roll for it. Oh, you rolled a 9. It didn't beep at me. That's weird. It's not hard to find birds in a jungle, so I'm going to say that it's very doable. There is probably there's a toucan hanging out in one of the branches nearby.
Cool. I'll take out some like dried nuts and stuff, and just kind of have it ready. But I'll go up to the tree and say, "Excuse me. Hello?"
I'm just seeing. There's a toucan for 3-5, but not. So base intelligence, I can use this as a framework. Okay. When you call out, everybody else hears Toe communicating in chirps and tweets and racks of a toucan. And the toucan turns and just kind of like notices you and says, "Hello."
How are you today?
"Quite well. Very warm."
It's good. I was wondering if I could request a favor in exchange for food.
"Food? Happy to help."
I have dried seeds and dried fruits here, if you're interested.
"Handle animal, please."
Yeah. That's better.
The toucan flutters down, lands on your shoulder. It stretches out its wings for a moment, then tucks them back in, and kind of leans over your shoulder and pecks at some of the food. It's good.
Would you mind if I meditate for a minute and use magic to look through your eyes? And would you do like a circle of the city so that I might see what's inside?
I don't understand.
I will give you food if, after a moment, you let me guide you into the sky so you fly over in a circle over that circle.
Oh, look at ruins.
Yes.
I can do that.
Thank you. So I'll put down like the pile of food and like sit with them, and then while he's eating, I will cast beast sense.
Touch a willing beast for the duration of the spell. You can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears, and continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses. While perceiving through the beast's sense, you gain the benefits of any special senses possessed by the creature, though you are blind and deafened to your own surroundings. Great. This will be a perfect time for an ambush.
Yep. I'll feel if I get stabbed.
Yeah, you would feel it for sure.
So I'll do that, and I'll glance to the others as I'm finishing the ritual. And then I look to the others and then I say, I will not have all my senses doing this, but I will get a look at the city as best I can. And then I'll walk over, and then I'll do that thing that bird people do, and like put the arm up in the air and have them flutter off. See you soon, friend.
So the toucan takes off, and as it said it would do, it's going to fly into the city and take a look. And it moves from the cliff overview, and it guides over this first section that seems largely flooded, mixed with greenery. It passes over several of the buildings there. It avoids the building in the center and travels north. And this lasts for up to an hour. Okay, so yeah, you have plenty of time. It's going to take the whole hour for it to survey the area. But are you doing anything while it's flying? No, Shay.
I don't know if I'm able to, but am I able to just hold a casual conversation with the toucan in his head?
No.
Okay.
But I do need to know if you're doing anything.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna search. I know you mentioned that there was a fire, so I'm just gonna keep an eye out for any denizens, anything that might seem dangerous or out of place, and just try to learn the layout of the city so it's easier to traverse.
Okay. Well, you have no control over where it's flying and how it's mapping this layout, but you're observing, and the toucan flies around the city, picking natural patterns and places to stop and rest and look, and the city is very much just ruins. It's flooded over, a lot of the buildings are in disrepair, and when it flies, it's usually flying because it might notice some movement of a crocodile in the river or something skidding across one of the ruined alleyways. Every so often, there are groups of humanoids that move in formation down streets or between buildings. There'll be an individual, but they're few and very far between. And eventually it starts circling counterclockwise, and it comes around to the upper left side, and what you can see here on the map as a number of buildings. This is a much more populated area. The bird does a very far from the camp flyover. Looking over, there are probably close to 30 or 40 people that you can see from a quick guess. They are ranging in various light and medium armors. There are a number of banners that include what it recognizes as fire, and then a metal-clad object that it doesn't recognize in the center of the fire. And then it continues, and it goes over the bottom left side of the map, and as it sails by, a figure whizzes past it, and it kind of gets startled for a moment, and you sense it startle as this figure floats by, seems to be in a downward trajectory towards one of the buildings before crashing into the building. And the toucan flutters back and after the hour, it comes back to land. In the meantime, what are the two of you doing while Toe is zonked out listening to this bird? No. The main place that would be sticking out to you is obviously the structure in the center. It looks much more preserved than the other areas, but the bottom left area is largely intact and not flooded. You can also see what looks like a camp, as I explained to Shay, in the top right. Those huts along the river look much more established and modern. They don't look like ruins, they look very current. Therion, anything?
If you say or keep watch, Carrie will give you guidance.
They go scrawl and can't hear her talking? Who can't be heard? What?
What now?
I don't know. But yeah, after a while, the toucan lands back on the tree where it had met Toe, and be sent and speak with animals ends.
I lay an extra pile of dried fruits for him as a thank you.
And it goes down and eats, but otherwise it seems to be done with its business.
I got a closer look. The top left. That quarter there has...
Cass, you would know that she means northwest.
Yeah, northwest. Northwest has...
Actually, that may not be right. Hold on. Because this stupid map's compass rose, I remember. Actually, that would be... No, it would be northwest. Yeah, no, you're right.
The northwest side there has...
No, sorry. That would be northeast.
Northeast.
Because the river goes out onto the eastern side, so we have to, rotate it a quarter. Yeah. It would be northeast.
This way?
Yeah.
Rotating clockwise?
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, rotated clockwise, so it would be northeast.
That quarter there.
Top right.
just for this sake of ease, top left corner in the picture. That was the one that had the people with the fire emblem.
Hang on. He's saying he can't hear anybody but Shay and I. That is a real problem. Kay, say something. Yeah, it is not picking up your audio. Bugger all, it defaulted my audio pickup too. So everything has been missed this whole episode.
Well, everything that they said.
Everything in general, god damn it.
Oh, everything in general? Oh, that on OBS you mean?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been... It would only be picking up our mic. Everything else has been missed.
Huh.
Fuck.
All right.
That's annoying. I'm glad Rez was here to
Thank you,
tell us that.
Rez.
Yeah, thank you, because we're not very far in. Largely what was missed was Kay said Cass has been mapping stuff with her cartographer's tools, and I don't recall what Therion said they were doing.
You're keeping watch.
Thurian was keeping watch.
Okay, and you did a perception, so there's that. Yeah. Sorry. I'm glad you told us that early, so we didn't miss it for an entire episode and only for 20 minutes. But that does mean they didn't hear any of our banter either, so... Max has continued to be frozen, so they're just a frozen quokka for the day.
Yeah, it was some juicy banter, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it was good stuff. But for now, quokka. And if you don't know what a quokka is, you need to look it up because they're adorable. Naturally photogenic. They have their own island. Have you ever been to that island, Shane?
I haven't been much of anywhere.
How do you live on Danger Island and not go anywhere?
Well, you survive by not going anywhere.
That's fair. Alright. Ooh. Wild magic.
So the top left was where the Fire Emblem flags were, banners.
You see the little huts on the river?
Whoops.
Yeah, you're on the wrong thing.
These ones?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where it's at.
So there are, I believe, flaming fists in the city, in the new buildings.
Oh, well, they won't like us.
Yes, I'm led to believe they are not a necessarily friendly bunch.
Yeah, they don't like other races.
Yes, we're doomed.
Yeah. Can we see on the picture it has like boats going in and boats by
No,
the,
that's
by
a.
the middle
It's a
structure?
very abstract. Like I imagine this is Cass's drawing of it, and it's like it needs something, and then you doodled in boats and stuff to give it more life, and it's like there. No, but there's no boats. There would be boats.
so-
There would be boats in the little shanty town for sure, but
Yeah.
inside the city, no.
So there's there's not any at the center structure. That
No,
I'm
no,
interested
no.
in?
Or going up the
Okay.
southern side
Yeah.
there.
The spot in the middle.
And just to double check, you said that there wasn't like in the city itself. Did you say that we could see a campfire, or is it just at those huts?
It's just at the huts. I said that last week, but I'm retroing it because the huts is where it actually says the flaming fists are. So I'm correcting.
Okay.
I'm correcting
Cool.
my information. So you're not mistaken in hearing that last week, but
Okay.
I am course correcting my own error.
That big thing that... Sorry, go on.
Oh, I was just saying. I sort of already asked this, but do I see anything that my mentor in specific, other than the big structure in the middle, I think that he would be interested in?
No, that would be where your focus would center on, though.
Cool. Thanks.
Mhm.
Alright. There are also other predatory beasts, crocodiles and such, swimming in the water. And then there are... what quarter did I see the big, scary shadow fly down from and crash?
I wouldn't say it was a big scary shadow. It was just something flew by it. And it, as I said, it was the bottom left one.
bottom left. And then in that area with all the buildings, something flew by and crashed into one of the buildings down there. I don't know what it is.
A larger bird of prey, perhaps.
Possibly.
Or an arrow.
It flew down from
Or
above.
did you say it was large?
It was bigger than an arrow, and it came from above.
Ah.
The
Don't
building
mind
in the
that.
center seemed, at a closer look, seemed less damaged and untouched by the encroaching wildlife.
So, can I take a look around and down and see if there's any way we can get down there?
It would take some effort to climb down.
Faerun takes out his bag of pythons and his 150 feet of rope and hands them to Toe. I believe you're naturally the best climber. If you could lead with these, that would be appreciated. Though, if you don't feel confident, I would be happy to expend my resources to give myself the ability of spider climb.
I also have some rope and grappling hook.
Well, if we go down, I don't want to leave Dave here alone.
Dave.
Don't want to leave what, sorry?
Dave.
Ah, yes, fair.
Faerun.
Anyone fly?
Well, I could give your companion spider climb to get him down safely.
You mean Dave?
Yes.
Zandala perks up and says, I have a better idea. She looks to Cass. She's like, do you want to hear a much more fun idea?
Define fun.
You'll really like this. Do I have permission to cast a spell on Dave?
Let me ask him. I'm going to sit down for 2 minutes and ask Dave if he wants some travel magic.
Dave looks confused when you say the words magic.
Does he want to fly like a bird?
Let's fly.
Do you want to be like a bird?
What's a bird?
That thing with the feathers.
Oh, cousin.
Yes.
No thanks. I swim.
Okay. But I won't make you do it if you don't want to. But if
Okay.
you want to, it might be fun for you. That's all.
Well, you've got your enhanced ability. Ask him if he would appreciate the ability to walk vertically down a cliff without fear of fall.
Also, if you would prefer to walk vertically down a cliff without fear of falling,
Big words. I don't understand.
if you would like to be able to walk sideways, they can make you.
What's sideways?
It's this way.
Everybody sees it. Cant its head trying to understand. Oh. I don't understand.
I love this
Cass
guy
points
so much.
down the side of the cliff.
It would make it easy for you to climb that ledge.
I don't climb. I swim.
And if you want to fly, I will give you this apple.
I do like apples.
Yes. I do not tell him that I'm going to give him the apple anyway.
Give me a handle animal check.
Or a deception check, I think.
No.
Or both.
No, that's not deceiving. If it's going to reward
Nice.
Hey.
it. It says, maybe could be like cousin.
Okay. So I'll let him have the apple. Alright, he says it's okay.
Zandala says, sweet. And she walks up to Dave and it touches their beak and says, "And now you're a chicken." And she casts polymorph on it, and Dave turns into a chicken.
Ah!
There, now you can carry it.
What happened?
Oh, okay. Well, that was less fun, but
Hold on.
alright. I'll pick them up.
What did you think I was?
Go up or down when that happens?
It stays the same. And Dundala turns and she says, "What did you think I was gonna do?"
Oh, I thought you were gonna make Dave fly so Dave could carry us.
Oh, no, that's silly.
It's not that silly.
Kinda is. Why wouldn't we just make it easier for him to fit in your bag so we
I'm
could
back.
get him down?
Okay. So I tucked Dave in. I'm sure he's fine being like cousin. And now the apple's bigger too, so.
But also, as a chicken, it has no desire to eat apple. Actually, that's not true. Chickens eat everything.
They do eat everything.
Yeah, so it's just burp, 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 and it's pecking at the apple now. Actually, it would be a rooster because that would be a shock.
Alright, so I'll look for before climbing down, I'll look for a good place where the ledge isn't like super steep. And I'll jam Pittons in and I will go first. I'm gonna let Faerun hold Dave, and I'll make my way just doing pittons and rope.
The rooster just crows at you the entire time, Therion.
Therion puts him in a sack if he does that.
It pecks at you though.
He says you smell nice.
It starts eating. It starts eating the foliage on your pauldrons.
I can allow it.
But I believe I need to make an athletics.
I'm somehow
Lollygagger raid. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're being raided by 11 people. Hello, hello, hello. Much appreciated, everybody. We are exploring the ruins of Mesro.
I'm trying to find my mentor.
Yes.
If we're going down in an order, I'd
Yeah.
like to be in the middle so someone can catch me.
Yep, we will just make this easy. Everybody just make athletics.
Front of the house? And it's on the right.
Sorry to disturb
No,
you. I
you're
didn't
good.
mean to.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I didn't know if this. You
I
want
might
to-
fall.
Let him know.
You sure?
Ooh, fantastic.
Yeah. That's a dangerous game when you're the one carrying the rope and pythons.
Well, I went first. I'm the one putting it in.
Mm-hmm.
Might I
All right.
recommend, Cass, if you're feeling generous and don't want our barbarian to die, you could lend her one of your portents.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Valkyrie would probably be casting
She would.
guidance on everybody too.
Yep, so roll your guidance, and then she is changing it. Is it going to become a 13 or a 14, Cat? Okay.
13's probably.
Well, yeah, if it's +5, right?
Yeah. it's
Or does it
fine.
make your total roll?
You change the roll, not the modifier.
If it's a
So,
13,
yeah, it'd
it
become-
goes up to.
It would become an 18, which
18.
with the 2 becomes
Okay.
20. So
Yeah, I'll
you
give
can
you that.
replace her nat 1 with a 13 or a 14 with your portent.
Yeah, I'll give you the 13.
Imagine the way this happens. Like I start to go down, and then I look down. I make the mistake of looking down.
No, what actually happens is, Cass, you're watching Toe as they set the first python, grab the rope, and they go off the ledge, and something with the ledge gives way, and you see Toe slip and fall to their death. And then, like, as you look over the side, and you're like, no! And then, like, it rewinds, and you have that, like, That's So Raven moment, and you blink.
Yeah.
And instead, the portent burns, and so then you see Toe instead shift their footing slightly so that the ground doesn't give way, and then they go down without any trouble.
Good.
And I never knew
Yeah.
Yeah.
how I was about to die.
Because This is all divination. You had no idea you were in danger.
But I did.
Yep. Cass knows.
Okay. And I will continue.
Yep. And so everybody else, I need athletics as you climb down. Azaka will go last.
We failed this one.
Or Azaka will go second to last because Val is always last. So you need to roll for Val as well.
Right.
Therion goes down no problem with a rooster crying at him. Hey, good job.
Remember your D4s.
Yep. Don't waste those portents.
Hey.
Nice. Everybody's doing so well. Time for Zandala. She does okay. And we need one for Azaka as well. Very strange that she doesn't have any strength-based. Oh, there it is. Azaka falls to her death. Now, with the anchor support, she also got 4. So everybody's okay. Azaka slips briefly, but because everybody is tied together, there's no real danger of anybody falling once you guys start setting it up. And so you meticulously make your way down this cliffside. But when you get there, there are patchy spots of ground. But this is in the middle of a flood basin, and the river has overflowed this area and deep. And crocodiles are everywhere around this area. So how do you go about trying to get into the city?
Did we bring our canoe with us down?
We did. And now I'm trying to think how we get it down the cliff.
Yeah, how do you get it down the cliff? Therion chucks it off the cliffside and lets it hit the water.
I mean,
if
that's
it-
literally what I was going to suggest earlier.
It's a very long way down.
Canoe
It would.
down.
It's a very long way down. It probably would shatter.
Man, I was thinking of buying a fucking pulley for this exact fucking reason.
What would your druid buy a pulley? That's technology.
Yeah, that's a good
Civilization.
point. But you say that, yet I also have fucking explosives in my backpack. So.
Yeah, I didn't say you were a good druid.
Give me sticky feet or wings or something so that I can carry it down.
I have a burly build. I can do it myself, unless you want to.
I can help, maybe. Can you do it on multiple people or just yourself?
Just myself, until I have some more practice, I'm afraid. Or just one person, rather.
Okay. It's up to you.
You can have it.
Alright, I also ask for a guidance before I go up and get it. And I'll try to carry canoe vertically down a cliff with spider climb.
Okay.
Spider climb. Ideally, it shouldn't factor in that much because you can. It just gives you like wall climb that you don't need your arms for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're fine. You don't need it. You can scale up and down without any trouble. You're strong enough that you can carry it.
Okay.
So Toe goes back up, grabs the canoe, brings it down, and so with that, you all are able to bring the canoe to the water, climb back in. Zandala immediately dismisses polymorph once Therion is able to get the rooster out of their pack so that Dave can turn back into Dave. His name is not Dave, it's Cherry Picker.
It's Dave. You said his name. He said, "I'm Dave" when I talked to him for the first time.
That's fair.
But he is Dave
Cherry
Cherry
Picker.
Picker.
Dave Cherry Picker.
Yeah. His name is Dave Cherry Picker.
Cherry Picker turns back into his dinosaur form and goes into the water. And so you all are free to enter the city as you see fit.
Yep. I'm very much gonna have my my axe out as a warning to any predators.
Oh yeah, because they know what an axe is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I personally would like to go to the center place first.
If that is what you want, it is a good landmark. This is
That's
your expedition now. This is your
Yeah, I think-
city, so.
My city. Yeah, I think that's where he would be. Don't you agree, Randall?
It's a message.
Well, I guess you didn't know him too well. He'd be in the center. It's a cool structure.
And so, where the decision is to head to the center, yeah?
Yeah, straight to that structure.
You guys want to go straight to the structure. Okay. Who's paddling?
Yeah.
I am. I was just googling how the fuck you spell canoe and then how the fuck you spell oar.
Hmm. Yeah, canoe is not the way you'd expect it to be spelled.
Canoe.
Canoe.
N-O-E. And then oar is O-A-R.
O-A-R.
Yeah.
Alright, so Therion's paddling. Azaka will probably help paddle. So you all make your way up this river. The hundreds of crocodiles pay you no mind. They don't want to disturb the canoe unless they are in turn disturbed. They do, however, take good interest in Dave because he is very much in the water, but he's large. And so every so often you see that the crocodiles swim around the area. But because of the proximity of the canoe and how big it is, and even Toe's presence probably riding on Dave, give me an intimidation roll. I just want to see just how scary you actually being.
Do I get advantage with the axe out?
No.
Okay. This isn't a good one. Not bad.
Hey!
It's enough. Yeah, you help convince these crocodiles that Dave is not an easy target. And so, with the proximity of the canoe and its large size and you sitting on top of it, they largely keep a wide berth, but it's an ever-present threat that they are watching and they are waiting for a moment that they can take advantage of. But that moment doesn't come. And so you all continue traversing up the river, and as you guys get closer, as to the point of crossing into the city proper, you may notice that there are statues that line the walls. They're in various states of crumbling, but they do stand in heroic poses, and they're massive. They're probably 20 or 30 feet tall, depicting warriors in various poses, holding different weapons, yikwas, swords, shields, spears, but they all have the same regal valor to them. And what you can make out is these look like they were important figures to the city. And so, as you make your way into the river section of the city, between the two quadrants there isn't much sign of activity on the waterfront itself. And I will roll here briefly to see if anything fun comes up while we're moving. Where is my random table? It was...
So you said this whole city is like a ruin, right?
The whole city is ruined.
Would you consider the whole city a ruin?
Yes.
So would I be able to use my historical knowledge on like anything in the city?
Unlikely, but I will allow a roll so that you can try and figure it out.
Okay. Cool.
Valk is also proficient in history, or Carrie.
She is not knowledgeable of this area.
Okay.
She has no training in this.
Well,
Did you say history?
Yeah, you do a history roll.
Okay.
Actually,
Sorry. Oh shit!
Okay, so as a reflection of not having any real experience with the city of Mesro, you don't really recognize anything in particular that jumps out at you as something interesting or worth, pulling immediate textbook knowledge of. But you're cataloging things that you want to explore and figure out, and eventually learn about. And so now on this map, that's your canoe that magically sprouted sails for some reason.
Yeah.
But as you're moving along the river, you're noticing that there is movement coming from the we'll just say the bottom left quadrant there, the more intact city. Up along the ridge there that separates the canal, there are shambling corpses that are moving along the way. And they've taken notice of the boat. And at one point, even one of them, it looks like a zombified Chultan, tattered clothes, bits of their flesh ripped out, bones exposed. And what sticks out most prevalently is there's an upside-down blue triangle imprinted onto their forehead. And you catch this before one of them shambles off the side of the canal ledge and splashes into the water to be devoured by a couple of hungry crocodiles. But they're just kind of shambling along the way, so there is very clear indication that undead are also prevalent within the city.
I thought they were...
I was just gonna say for flavor and stuff right now, and just so you guys know what Cass is doing, Cass would not have probably noticed too much of that. Well, actually, maybe, because Cass is very much so paying attention to everything around. But Cass is totally just, like, nose in their journal, like, writing down every single thing, drawing every picture, just, like, 100% in their element, just, like, mumbling, like, to themselves, like, okay, yes, so this means this, and this means this, and this is probably how much this costs, and blah, blah, blah. Just making assumptions, just reading,
and
writing, drawing.
It's very much a ruined city. You've seen these before. The signs of life are very suddenly abandoned. This looks like a place that was immediately stopped amidst a catastrophe. So there are wrecked carts and things that are upturned and over the years have decayed naturally from exposure or being reclaimed by the jungle. And as you continue to make your way a little bit closer towards the center structure, this canal actually becomes blocked, and access to it via the river becomes inaccessible. So you would have the option of hopping off on the either of the bottom quadrants, whichever way you feel would be the best way to navigate back onto the water or over to the center island.
Which vine would you say we are about at?
You would be at the middle one.
Okay.
So you got about halfway before it got all cut off.
How thick are these vines?
Fine, thick.
Are they... And that's what's blocking them?
No, there is rubble and debris.
Oh, okay.
The route
Was it just Cass who noticed the triangle?
No. I gave
No,
that
I
description to everybody.
Okay.
I think on the first... Was it the first guy that was floating in the river, like, on our way here? Did I only notice that? Because I looked at the dude.
No, that was to
I
everybody.
can't remember. That was everyone?
Mhm.
Before we eviscerated the corpse horribly.
That
Yes.
was not the first time we've seen that marking.
It was not the first time we've seen that marking.
Was not. And Cass would turn in their journal and, like, point at the first time they drew it.
I'd have to wonder if it's a naturally occurring marking or if it's, well, I suppose tattooed onto the being, yes.
It
Yeah.
might be worth
It makes me-
investigating if you come across some more.
Yes, I shall.
We'll have to... Because it could just be that it's a specific, like, cult or group of people or something like that, or if it's because of the undead thing.
We've only seen it on undead, I believe.
Yeah, it was that
Or-
floating guy in that river.
Dead.
Did.
Well,
So we...
there are zombies on that side, and probably beasties on that side.
I mean, we have a person that deals with undead things, right? They would look at Carrie.
Carrie snores loudly.
Oh.
No,
well,
probably not.
Yeah, I can handle it, probably. Maybe.
So I feel like I'd much rather deal with undead because we already sort of have an idea on how they work.
They're
We
also
don't know what
more
beasts are.
unpredictable and probably more aggressive.
That being said,
What,
I have
the
no
undead?
qualms about putting the undead back to rest. Beasties, on the other hand, they're just in their element.
Are there...
Also, they're...
How many of the undead are they just like lining up along the shore where we're...
They're just shambling. That one noticed you and went over the edge. There are lots.
Now, when you say lots,
Do you want to take the time to count them? Because I would require a check.
yes.
Okay, you can spend the time making a perception to try
Yeah.
and count them out. 17.
See, and I
All
said, and I
right,
just-
so now I'm going to roll an arbitrary number to describe what lots is. 91. You individually pick out 91 zombies as you count going up the river.
There's a lot of zombies.
You could say they're a horde.
They are like a horde.
Um,
And those are just the ones I can see.
So, could you be a
Ruin?
deer and take over the rowing? I'd appreciate some time to assemble something.
Oh, yeah?
Thurian pretty much passes her the paddle, or regardless, and then he takes out a sack, 2 bags of flour, and 1 bag of ball bearings, and pours them all into one big sack and ties it off.
Alright, I would like an alchemy check from the druid with making explosives.
Alchemy supplies with what statistic?
That will have to be intelligence, and then I will also require a dexterity save from you to see if you accidentally blow everybody up.
wait. Are you gonna throw it into the city?
Belongs to the museum.
Well, if they swarm, I was thinking it would be more of a last-ditch effort.
Just make sure you don't ruin any buildings any more than they're already ruined.
I'll certainly keep that in mind.
Don't just keep it in mind, don't do it.
Carrie will probably also say something like, oh, I can turn the undead.
You don't
Am I
need
wrong?
to act for them.
Okay.
Yeah. Please don't determine other characters' stuff. You're just controlling her in combat.
Noted.
So, sorry, it didn't beep at me. Did you roll?
Yeah, 22
Yeah,
on
sweet,
the alchemy
okay.
supplies and 15 on the dex save.
Alright, so you
It
are...
also has not been beeping at me.
Yeah, like normally it chirps when dice rolls are made. So because
Yeah.
I have several tabs open, so usually the sound is what tells me when something happens. So sorry for missing that. So yeah, 22 on your alchemy, and then a 15 to carefully handle all of it while being on a swaying boat going up a river. So you are able to construct this makeshift bomb. Please note a DC 10 on your explosive as well, and I do not need to tell you what that DC is for. But you can imagine that it
Lovely.
is. You can imagine what it might be.
This explosive doesn't have a fuse either. his intention is to. It's more of a set trap, so he's going to place it and then use create bonfire to set it off. If he
Understandable. Alrighty. So yeah, just have a nice DC 10 on there.
So are we going for the left side, really, with all the...
Yeah, what side are we choosing to disembark on?
Lots of ruins with lots of undead or little beasts, or a littler amount of beasts for what we know, with not as many. I'm personally okay with risking the undead, even though I am squishy.
There's like 100 of them, and those are just the ones I can see.
Faerun said he doesn't want to kill beasts.
I didn't say I didn't want to. I merely said I'd rather not.
He said he would prefer not to.
Okay. Let us get...
Sorry.
If we are going off that way, let us make sure we get the canoe back in the water before we attract too much attention.
Yeah. Alright. So...
You don't have to go the undead way.
No, don't have to. You can go.
We'll have to be
away.
quiet, is what I'm saying.
Go, yo.
I don't think fighting 100 of them is a good idea. But we will be ready if we have to flee into the water.
Okay. So are we gonna like walk along the wall?
Yes.
Or just for me?
Alright, I'll look for... I wanted to find a spot that the undead are not, so that we can slip off quietly and go around the rubble.
Should we attach a rope? Oh wait, never mind.
Oh wait, never mind.
I forgot that there was rubble there, so I was like, while we're walking on the wall, should we have the canoe in the water and attach a rope to it so it comes with us? But wait, there's rubble. That's the whole reason we're getting out of the water.
Mm-hmm. What do you do with the canoe?
I was
Tie it
gonna...
off to where we disembark.
Oh, I thought we were gonna lift it over and around. Like, is the rubble
that
just
works.
at one spot?
It's blocking.
Yeah.
It's dammed up quite well.
So I figure we go around that pile of rubble to the other side, because the undead don't seem to care for the water.
No, it cared for the water quite well. It just got eaten by a crocodile.
So worst thing is, if an undead comes, we just toss him into the water.
I'm not worried about one undead. I'm worried about 100.
Side.
The crocodiles would eat well this day, if that were the case.
Possibly.
Just to clarify, you did say crocodiles, right? Not alligators.
I did say crocodiles.
Okay, cool. That's much more terrifying.
But yeah, I'll find a place where it's quiet, and I want to do this quietly. I don't want to attract undead. And I will
Oh,
help.
and Bana's FaceTiming me.
Yeah, I'll help move the canoe around if we need to. God damn it.
Alright. Everybody else, any stealth rolls, please.
That one was for Carrie.
Things are looking grim when the one in heavy armor has the best roll.
Well, the one in heavy armor has disadvantage.
Yeah, they still have the best roll.
I don't think she's... What is she?
Medium armor has disadvantage. What armor is she in?
I'm looking for that now. don't know that it's heavy.
It doesn't have to be heavy. Medium armor has disadvantage.
Well, some medium armor.
Most medium armor.
Yeah, it's medium armor. Scale mail.
Oh, scale definitely has disadvantage. So, which one is yours and which one is hers? 'Cause
Mine is a 7, hers is the...
6 now.
Well, 8, because she can do guidance.
6 plus 2. Okay. So, y'all are making noise. I'm not going to roll for Azaka and Zandala because you guys are just noisy. So, getting the canoe out and everybody trying to move quietly is not easy. Even Dave is unfortunately spooked by the prospect of getting out of the water and being close to these undead. So it's not long before a handful of them notice. Let's see. And they break away from the main shambling mass and start making their way towards you guys.
So from where we're at,
Mm-hmm.
is the... And I don't really have a visual, so is the blocking area, the rubble, are we able to kind of like dash and get around and push the canoe back in the water there?
That's a possibility.
Okay, we'll do that.
Well, they're not doing anything just yet because you've alerted the undead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get through. All right, hold on, because now I have to make a map. Important thing is to let the DM finish their description before start asking more questions, because then you'll know all your information. Let's see here. Draw shape. We will have blue for water. Extra large.
I'm back. Sorry, Bond is walking my dog, and apparently he's like taking them in parts of the neighborhood that they don't know where they are. So
New person, take advantage of
I
it.
might have to. Yep, I might have to leave Sue at some point and go find Bond
Okay.
if they get lost.
Uh,
But they said that they think they're fine.
all right. Well, I am setting up a random encounter because everybody's rolls were fantastic. Oh, there is not
Fine.
there's not just a basic draw button on here. That's awesome. Okay, so I will bloop 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 bloop. All right, and then I will make. Ah. No. Black will serve as the base shape here. Okay, so it's on that side. Boop. No, not what I wanted you to do. Boop. No. Boop. Actually, let's make this a little lighter. Shapes. Building. Building.
And then I'm gonna look for my phone real fast.
Yeah, you're fine.
It'll be around me somewhere.
Yeah, so just bear with me, folks. I'm making a random encounter map here.
While you're doing that, I've got a weird question. How long has it been since we started rowing?
Oh, that's a good question. Roll 2d60 for me.
Okay, fucking. That spider
about
climb
90
has definitely faded off Shay.
Yeah, been about 90 minutes then. Good pace though.
Yeah, it's above average based on the roll, but yeah, not bad. I guess not bad to row into a decently sized city too.
Yeah. This.
As you finish, I'm gonna get a few more drinks.
Oh, the connection's looking really weird.
Mine is. Is it on yours?
The stream help number is looking fine. What's this here? Notification. No, that's not us disconnecting. That's strange.
I'll refresh. See if that
Yeah.
does anything.
I'm not getting any notifications that says it's acting strange, but you can never truly tell.
Yeah, it was just mine.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I need the canoe. No.
Reminds me.
That'd be cool. Let's use that one. Okay, well this will be a little more abstract than that. It probably works. No, that's not going to work because we already talked about it being just a long canoe. Boop. Ah, good times. All right, and now I need your tokens. Where did I leave you guys? You're over here. Tokens. Okay, you still good to not have to head off in a moment?
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Okay, I was gonna say because if you needed to go, we could just start the break, but. Oh.
Yeah, no, I won't know until Bond calls me.
My camera updated as I was fucking going to get beer.
Nice. Also, fantastic. I just did this entire map on the dynamic lighting. Good thing this is an easy fix. layer. I popped it back in and I was like, where the fuck is everything? Token layer. You guys pop in over here. Let's see. Oh, there's the free draw. That wasn't crazy. Nope. It lied. It's not free draw at all. Free draw. Make it red. There we go. Alright. My fantastic map. Are you ready for this? Red stuff is debris. Alright. So there are a group of zombies that have noticed you. So I'm gonna grab some zombies. Probably have this all become incredibly inconsequential as Zondala can just fireball things, but hey, that's fine. Oh, random were-tiger. Neat.
Just in classic Zandala fashion, wait until Faerun is nicely in the mix of things before she does that.
I mean, that could happen. You don't know her life. I did roll a number. How many did
I will only fireball if I can hit at least one ally.
There are perfectly good reasons why she does anything. You don't need to question it.
Oh, we know at least one of those reasons.
Because I told you. You guys were completely oblivious to it.
I don't know what it is.
So, you can see that there are stairs. These stairs go down from where you are. You're on a raised platform. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna, of course, make a notation that goes down.
So this is like a city that's below water level. That's kind of neat.
Well, it was in a flood basin, and basically when the natural disaster that racked the world that was the Spell Plague, it fucked up the entire world in the ecosystem, and it caused the river to flood well beyond its capability, and so its irrigation and the entire city were flooded because water rose above its normal state. And now when the world reshaped itself, this is what it ended up being.
I just picture like a tiny hole somewhere in the wall that's just like bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. And so like it is literally Wizards of the Coast did the Cataclysm before WoW did the Cataclysm. So like it is very much the same thing happened, except its reasons for happening was magic and not a giant fuck you dragon that somehow could do all of that.
Oh yeah, when it first happened, we didn't know that we had to fight his fucking fingernails. That's his
true.
weak point.
Yeah, fingernails are a tweak point. Let's see here.
What an anti-climax.
It was not a good boss fight. No.
Yeah, at least the spine of Deathwing, like, it felt big. Even though it was a shit fight, it felt big.
It was a fucking shit show of a fight.
Oh yeah, really, really bad. But thematically, it was pretty fucking cool.
Alrighty. So, we have... Oh, let me pull up combat music. Because this is too peaceful. Oh no, Square Enix would tag us so hard.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm happy Darkest Dungeon does not.
Jeez. Nice. All right.
Those are some good rolls.
Well done.
Yeah,
everybody.
well, I have to counterbalance all the sucky rolls I've had today.
Yeah, it might actually make this a very inconsequential random encounter.
You
But
were
that's fine.
prepared, sort of.
You were prepared.
Mhm.
I'm Liam O'Brien. Boop. Yeah. Alright. Zombies. Zombie. Nope, those are handouts. I don't need handouts. I need the monster stats, damn it.
2 strength, 2 dex, 6 con, and 1 in everything else.
First of all, no. Also, I like that they gave custom zombie images for this one. This shows just how good the older adventures were by comparison to things like Mad Mage, where they just fucking recycled generic shit.
Like, so much.
For named
up.
NPCs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, named NPCs with like a female's name. Here's a bloke.
Also, I like this entry for Zombie too. After Beak died, we cast an animate dead spell on his corpse. It was fun for a while, but the zombie started to smell real bad, so we doused it in oil and set it on fire. Beak would have found that hilarious. Fonkin Hottie Peak on friendship.
Fair enough.
Alright, so zombies. I have 1, 2. Off to a good start here, mates. 3. Oh, that rolled twice, but it was the same number, strangely.
Ah,
4. Alright, downward trend here. 5, okay. On the uptick. And 6. Well, alright, that's a weird middle of the road set of rolls there. Valk. Also, take a moment. You guys can readjust yourselves as you see fit here. You don't have to be in this
Probably
shitty
would
setup.
have been about here.
I'll be there then.
definitely towards the back.
That little wall that separates us, how much
It
of a
is-
drop is that?
It is not a wall. It is a raised platform, and it is about 15 feet up.
Alright.
Okay, cool.
We need to get the boat up there. Valk is going to... How long does Bless last? I'm just gonna post this. 1 minute.
Hashtag blast.
Yeah, she'll cast Bless on... Let's see, who needs it?
Yes.
Probably these three since we're in front.
Okay.
And then she's gonna, like, just keep back.
So bless on yourself, Therion, and Asaka.
Yes.
Bless. And remember, you're the only one in charge of remembering your own bless. I will not remind you, and I will probably not remember myself on Asaka. Bless. Okay. That all she's doing?
That's all she's gonna do. She's not gonna go out in the middle of all that.
So you're up.
Alright, I am going to rage!
You would like to rage.
I would like to rage. And I'll move forward and try to get their attention. And I will hack away. Where's? Sorry, 2 sheets. Rah. Overhead swing. Chop.
It's a 20. It'll hit.
For 10 damage.
Sorry?
10 damage total.
10 damage. For some reason, I read the 20 and the 4 as your damage. I was like, that really good hit. Alright, so. I know, it would have been something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Very easy to make contact with this zombie. It is, in fact, just a shambling corpse. So you bite your axe down into it for significant damage. Still standing.
Yep. I only got one attack right now, so that is me.
Alrighty. That is you. Cass. Toe has made the run. Has made the run in that direction.
All right. I want to. I want to go for the one that is behind. The one that is attacking. Oh.
You want to do?
And-
Sorry, you're shooting this one.
Is that too far? Probably.
You have a map or a ruler.
I do. Let me see. Ruler.
What are you using?
Sorry, my brother has friends over as well.
Thirsty.
And then actually, I'll shoot one at the dude that is with Toe, and two at the dude behind him.
One at the
So
one
that
Toe
it
is
doesn't
fighting,
come
and
up
two behind it.
Yeah, at the other guy.
Okay.
That guy, just so that it doesn't start teaming up. Hopefully. Okay. Get this. Missile. Boom.
All right. So the one in front of Toe gets pelted, and then to the other two. All right. Toes is still standing, and the other one receives a pair of fresh wounds. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Therion.
Therion is going to try and finish off the one that is already injured.
Okay.
And I figure an attack with Bless, even though my strength is shit, is still better than a save. So yeah, might as well get the use out of Bless. Hey, not horrible.
It'll hit.
Fucking
6.
not horrible damage either.
Alright, does not
Yeah,
finish it off.
good.
Dang.
And it's still
Okay,
standing.
that's all I can do.
Alrighty. Zombie turn. Zombie. Right. A zombie shambles its way up with its very slow speed, and then it goes to whop Therion for a 5.
Not quite.
Not quite. Next one. This one is going to whop Toe. 16 to hit.
It does hit.
It whops you for 2.
I take 1 damage.
You'll take 1 damage. Cause rage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This one spends its entire turn shambling up the walkway towards Cass. This one. 5, 10, 15,
Rinmate, you didn't roll a Zaka or a Zandala. At least not in a visible
No,
way.
I sure didn't. Thank you. Let me add them on. I'm glad we didn't get to the end of the turn.
Didn't go 3 rounds of combat without fucking noticing.
There we go. Thank you for.
Hey, it didn't matter anyway.
Thank you for having me not burn that on an attack roll. And Azaka has a 19, so she is going to jump in here right now. So Azaka would have gone before those. So she is going to stay where she is, and I'm going to have her just fire her bow at one of these to represent what she would have been doing on the initiative. And she misses. Okay. This is fantastic. Also, these low damage rolls tonight. Very different from last week. Okay, so this is still technically in order, but Zondala is here. Okay. Zombie. It spends its turn moving up, but it's in Cass's face. This one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Shambles that way. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I love these things so much from how they used to be in 3.5. In 3.5, they could only do one action, move or attack. And it made them very, very not viable as a necromancer or just using them in combat, because it's like, alright, they spend their turn moving. We gang up on that one and kill it. This one moves. We gang up on that one and kill it.
Or, like, a rogue could just fucking, like,
Nope.
literally skirmish with it, just attack, disengage, and now it can't do anything to me.
Well, there was no disengage in 3.5.
Well, yeah,
Also-
probably, but
Also, rogues
you'd
could
be able
not.
to do something of the sort.
Rogues could also not sneak attack undead because they have they had no vulnerable anatomy to target. And there were plenty of people who argued why you couldn't just sap it in the back of the skull and do brain damage. But yeah, so that was a thing.
Or, like, argue that you could split the spinal column or fucking something weird. But
Pathfinder
Because this
Pathfinder
is-
did away
Oh,
with
well.
that.
Because
But,
it's magic and not
yeah, because it doesn't have functioning organs was the argument.
yeah.
Because basically they can sneak attack to basically backstabbing or going for a vital organ. So those two moved. Zondala, seeing her quote-unquote girlfriend in trouble, she will fire off some magic. She is going to firebolt the one directly in front of Cass. Pew pew. This will be not two hits, but 2 sets of firebolt damage. So she's going to zap it for 10, and it's going to still be standing. But she has that thing that I totally forgot she had before, which means she can quicken spell. So she can bonus action one of her attacks, and then do another one. So I'm going to say, because of that, she quickened Chromatic Orb. No, wait. Fuck, I always get this backwards. You can do a bonus action cantrip if you do a regular spell, right?
Quicken lets you bonus action
Either
anything that
way.
has an action.
Yes, but the rules for casting a cantrip, because I already did it, is if you cast a bonus action spell, you can also cast a cantrip, right? Of any kind?
Yes, you can also,
Yes.
as long as you can't do 2 spells in one turn. You can do a spell and a cantrip, and it can be action or bonus action for either, I believe.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter which order you do them in. There's just one has to be a cantrip and one has to be a spell. You can't
Yeah.
double up on the spells.
Yeah. Okay, so they'll quicken the Chromatic Orb then at the same one. And it's going to be fire. Blop. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Tasty.
so she hits it with a ball of fire, and now I have to make a roll. Because the zombie... nope, it dies. She roasts it, and it vaporizes, and she finger guns at Cass.
Cass would be like, thank you.
And back to Valk.
Valk will see the wounded one up here and do
Pacifist.
Sorry, Carrie.
Pacifist as well.
Not against undead.
I suppose.
Ugh.
Oh.
D12. Jeez. Okay.
Okay, well, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah,
Oh,
should be this
shoot.
way.
I just closed the zombie. Hang on. Alright. Zombie. There you are. Oh, well, that's interesting. They actually aren't resistant to necrotic. That's very curious. I thought it was strange that you were doing necrotic on an undead, but these ones are not resistant.
Some of them aren't, and I don't know which ones are and aren't.
This one is not. I was genuinely surprised by that. DC Wisdom. Oh, that's going to be fun. There it is. Blarp. So that is 2. So I need to make... Oh, yeah. So I need to make this roll again.
Yay!
Whop. Wow, okay. It dies. Normally this undead fortitude at least keeps a couple of them standing, but so far I've been rolling shit. Alright.
Oh.
Anything else for Val?
No, she's just going to move to a safer position.
Alright, Tome.
I'm going to hit the other one.
Hit the other one.
Sheet.
If you shift around to get the flank, I can form that wall on the next turn before they get a move.
I don't know what wall you're talking about, but I would absolutely
No,
go
I
with the
mean,
play.
we can stand side by side, so they won't be able to get a flank on you unless they run around me.
Oh. Alright, so yeah, run around and do that. Rawr! Hey, sheep, come back. Ah. 21 to hit. I'm sorry,
21.
23 to hit.
23 will hit.
17 damage.
And con save. Actually, hold on. Let me double check this. Damage. 27. It's dead. I can't. It won't make that save. Actually, that's not true. A natural
17
20.
damage.
Natural 20 can do it. Let's see here. Nope, nat 1. Okay, it dies.
Cool! I spin around to face the other ones.
This undead fortitude is really useless. Statistically, I should be able to keep at least half of them up, and they've all died.
Well,
Which
now we just
technically
have to
means
worry
the
about
other
the
3
power.
are going to survive. Alright. Y'all done?
All done.
Alright. Zaka will jump over here, and I'm going to just scoot this dead body out of the way. But she's going to jump. She has scimitar drawn, and she is going to swipe. Zaka makes 2 attacks. 1 and 2. Both of those will hit, and it will deal a combined of 15 damage. Not dead, but damaged. Cass.
I am going to cast False Life on myself and give myself some temporary hit points so I don't die. I'll cast it at level 1.
False life.
So I'm going to do 1d4 plus 4.
Alrighty.
That's plus 4, so 6.
So you have 6 temporary
So
HP.
I now have 20 HP.
Woo. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
And then, opportunity attack, right?
Yep. If you back out of its threatened squares, it will provoke.
Yeah, no, I'll stay here because I don't want to get.
You have health to throw away.
And
Have
consider
what?
these guys have a pretty weak attack. They're just a big bag of hit points.
Yeah.
I should have rolled more zombies.
You said I have what to throw away?
Health. You just gave yourself
Health?
temporary HP.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll stay here. I'll stay by Izaka.
Okay.
She seems to be doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Would this require an action to take a look at this guy and try and see if I can discern anything about what he used to be?
Yes, because you'd have to take some time to focus on that.
Okay, cool. Then I'll wait until we've killed them all.
Alrighty. So that means Therion's turn.
Yeah, Thurion's gonna shift up and use his scimitar again. He doesn't really have much else, and he doesn't want to burn a second level spell on Flame Blade.
You all want to set up a flank?
I don't want to move myself into a flank.
Alright, well, you still hit.
Yay!
Well,
And
6
yeah,
damage.
decent damage again.
And you slice into it. That was also a thing I miss about 3, or one thing that I miss about 3.5. Zombies for
Slashing damage does dick.
yeah, they used to have damage resistances. That was like the one thing that was the trade-off for the economy drain, is they were resistant to a lot of stuff, but they just kind of sucked. You just use them as meat shields.
In a way, I kind of understand all that. Like, it would make sense to carry a mace purely for working with undead or like heavy armored foes and shit like that.
That was what you did as a rogue, is because you wanted the slashing and stuff for the higher crit chance, and you would just keep a light mace on the off chance that there were undead, because you were going to do shit all damage with your dagger. Because you can't crit it or sneak attack it, so you just had a mace to whop it when you needed to. Otherwise, you were just like, I'm just going to sit this one out and give you guys flank.
Yeah, I think damage vulnerabilities are like a fun thing to play around with.
So, if you're done, it's zombie. This zombie is going to decide if it wants to go after Cass or Azaka. It is going to go after Cass. So it is going to whop. 16 to hit.
Yeah.
There go those temps.
Oh, bye.
Bye, temps. But hey, no actual damage on you.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
For the people who are still alive.
Is that the first time I've gotten hit?
Today. I think you've been hit before. This one is going to attack Toe. Blarp. 19 to hit.
That does hit.
For 5. And this one. 10, 15. Hey, what was that about not flanking?
Oh yeah, I know it still can. It's just I didn't want to voluntarily move into the direct flank anyway.
I mean, you
But
could
are
have
they
that.
smart enough to do that?
Yes. Zombies swarm. That is
Yeah,
a 16 to hit, and you have 3 damage. Zomdala is going to firebolt again. Oh, why can't I click for more damage? Okay, one more. Alright, so she zaps it for another 10, which means it is potentially going to die. Let's make a save. Oh, hey, look at that. It actually resisted. It takes the fire and doesn't go down. I said that these ones would be the ones to resist. Alright. So she kind of like squints at it because she basically hits it square in the face and it like sears off its lower jaw, but it doesn't go down. Valk.
She will toll that one that did not go down.
Alrighty.
Or crow.
Crow. Caca. That's a wisdom. Also, we'll need to fix that spell so it's not rolling attacks, because it doesn't need to do that.
I'll take a look at it.
Also, let's just click that. Okay, so it just rolls that.
Spell card.
I wasn't sure if it rolled the DC for me or not. Nope. And you did 3, so it needs to make it save. Here it comes. And it resists. It does not go down.
Okay.
Yep. Anything? I got one more before its time runs out. Anything else for her?
Nope.
All right. And basically the way this looks is it looks like a fatal blow hits it, and then like in zombie fashion, it falls and then gets back up. So it's not like it's not dying. It's that you're very much bringing it down and then it gets back up because it's a zombie. Tell.
Yeah.
Rawr. I'm gonna dash around to that one and chop it in the back.
That will provoke.
Yeah, that's fine.
Zombie whap. That is a 15
That just barely hits.
for 7. Now chop.
Now chop.
Uh-oh.
16.
Hey, that's a flank.
18 to hit.
18 to hit. So that is 11 on this guy. Not dead though.
Ah.
Nope, that didn't change. Try that again. Oh,
And then I will just reposition here.
okay.
There's a reason for that.
I see what you're doing. Makes perfect sense. Zaka will chop. 1. That's actually... She uses Cass to get a flank, and then it becomes a critical. So
Yeah, I was going to recommend that cats move into the flank range the last round.
Mother of pearl! All right,
So
there's my
good.
3. It just nat 20'd on its undead fortitude. So
It's also a critical.
it is also a critical, so it completely negates that. It dies. Good point. Blah. Dead.
Hey.
And so
Now I
Azaka,
can use my spell.
she
I remember how
5,
annoying
10.
these things can be.
She was back. That's 20, 25, 30. Is she any faster than normal? No, she just moves 30. 40 in tiger form. Cass, the undead around you are gone.
Yeah. I want to do taking inspiration from Zandala at this dude.
Mm.
I want to do a firebolt.
Fireball.
One die.
1 die.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
because
have to roll.
no, at higher level,
Okay.
the amount of damage you do increases, which is why I had to roll it multiple times. So you only have 1
Yeah.
bolt, but it's a 9.
You can change that on $10 sheet.
I could change that. You hit though. Zombies are
Do we
incredible.
have to roll to cast cantrips though?
Yes, because some
Some of
cantrips
them,
have
yes.
attack spells.
Yeah.
This is an
Yeah.
attack spell.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, so now. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Oh, that
Oh,
sucks. I didn't
dear.
do anything.
Now, see, if you were a warlock, that could have at least been 5 damage.
Yeah.
For a
but I'm
cleric,
not.
level 8 cleric, mind you, would get the wisdom bonus.
Do they really? Can't wait for that.
Some of them. You either get divine strike or you get wisdom bonus on cantrip damage.
I'm gonna keep that in mind for Curse of Strahd because I'm enjoying my cleric.
What divinity?
It is the Morning Lord. Yeah.
I mean, what, like...
Light.
Oh,
So
I'm a
you
light
actually-
cleric. My domain
yeah,
is
you
light.
get wisdom damage at level 8.
Nice. Yeah, and I also
Light.
get the solar flare too, which is always fun.
Yeah, solar flare looks so fucking tasty. I wanted that so hard for Curse of Strahd, but I couldn't justify going, cantrip cleric.
Mhm. Yeah. All right, Cass is done. Therion, 2 zombies. They are currently flanking.
Therion is going to shift over here so he can also flank. Then he's going to try and finish off this wretch.
Wretch.
Wow, those are some mediocre damage rolls, but a 16 hits.
16 does hit. And wow, it's amazing you said the
fair
damage before the damage rolled. It's 5. Alright, and so it's not a critical, so I have to roll this. That is a 5. It will die.
Good.
Blech. I wasted that nat 20 on a critical. Alright.
And then Therion is going to shift over to here, just so he can't be pushed into the water and he can't be pushed off a 15-foot wall.
Ah, that's brilliant move there.
Yeah,
All right.
but I don't think they're.
You don't get to decide how
I
zombies act.
know, but
Yeah.
it has no brain.
It does have a brain.
In hindsight, I should have taken the other side. So, like, you have enough movement to get around to flank, but Azaka doesn't have enough movement to get into a flank from there.
No.
It
Oh,
is
well, doesn't
But it is an
It'll die
11
this
to hit
turn
you.
anyway.
Whatever was its brain is mush.
11 does not
True.
hit your 12 AC. Sandala will also firebolt. She will take a cue from Cass and fire a firebolt.
Yeah, firebolt buddies.
Firebolt buddies. Wow, consistently 10. And then another for 7. So it'll be 17 total. Not enough to bring it down, but it is significantly hurt. Valk. She's going to move up too.
She will try to crow that last one.
Rah! Caca.
Oh,
Car.
it didn't do the thing.
Because you probably turned the thingy off.
I
Alright.
tried fixing it.
Alright, just leave it alone. I'll fix it. Wait a second. So it needs to not be a spell card. It needs to be an attack. It is
Oh, change spell attack from range to
Yep.
none.
to none. There you go. Cast it now.
I'm gonna obnoxiously be an interruption here, but in the same 6-pack of fucking draft, they have fucking trivia on their bottle caps. I got the same question twice.
What was the question?
What is the northernmost peninsula in Australia?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't expect any of you to know this.
Yes.
What is it?
Cape York.
I can see.
Cap.
Bond didn't hear, but I can see if Bond knows.
And it does not die.
Why?
Statistically, undead fortitude has prevailed. Oops, that's wrong. It needs to just be a 1. Boop. Does she know? Does she know?
That's what I'm curious.
I will run here. And I shall chop straight down the spine.
23 or 15. It potentially can make it. Oh, it does.
Okay.
Just made it. Wait, no. Am I?
Bond did not know it off the top of their head. Why?
Yeah,
I
it made
wouldn't
it.
have either if I did not have the answer in front of me.
Mhm. But you live there.
It doesn't mean I know fucking, you know, the entire geography of the country. It's a big country.
Shay knows
Cape
everything
York,
about
right?
Connecticut. Yeah, Cape York.
Yeah, Cape York.
See, even I know it after hearing it once. Scimitar for 4. It is going to Fortitude. It dies. Oh, that's. She kills you. I'm sorry. I ran to the wrong spot.
Not with that damage.
Therion's dead. But no, she goes up to the zombie. Alright. And so the 6 zombies go down. Rah!
I'm gonna go try help move the canoe now.
Thurian is going to investigate the zombie corpses, specifically looking for that blue mark.
You see that the blue
Oh, they're all
tattoo,
dead?
the blue mark is imprinted on all of them. Each one has a upside down blue triangle.
And you said it was
Um,
a tattoo, so, like, is
Well-
it an intentional marking on them, or is it natural?
It is in fact an intentional marking tattooed onto their forehead.
Is
Fascinating.
there a way I can tell from my archaeological experience whether it was post-mortem?
No.
Good question.
Valkyrie, however,
Can
can do a medicine check.
You can.
Yeah, can I jump on that bandwagon as well? I'm trained in medicine as well.
Certainly. Medicine. Medicine is a much more qualified skill to see if things were done post-mortem.
Jesus.
I mean, just in case, I wanted to check.
No, that's fair.
Uh,
Never hurts to check.
and then this is unrelated to whether or not they're dead and stuff, but I want to see if I can figure out anything about the culture of the area from these guys, whether it's from clothing, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff.
Okay. Make me a history roll. Oh, that is not.
There you go.
Alright, so let's see here. There's 6 of them. I'm gonna just roll. Bloody hell. Alright, let's do this. 100. Okay. So, as you're looking over these zombies, you see that one is a dwarf, one is a half-elf, 2 look like they have Chultan descent to them, and the other 2 look humans from the Sword Coast. The term they would use for like what the European is Chondathan. So they appear to be Chondathan of human descent. Humans of Chondathan descent would be the word. So those are like the just humans you'd see along the Sword Coast. It's not necessarily like Caucasian, but it's the people who are not from Chult.
Mainland people.
I'm gonna help move the boat around the rubble.
Alright, I'll need an athletics from you, please, to lift the boat up.
And I'm gonna wait until someone else gets the other end.
Azaka will come over and help you.
Yay! 20.
Postmortem.
Something post-mortem?
Oh, yeah.
The medicine
okay.
checks,
It was fine
if
out.
you please.
Yeah.
Yes, the post-mortem does in fact show that these markings are tattooed onto them post-mortem. I'm not sure how you would check that because it's just onto skin, but yes, it looks like there is fresh scarring that does not have a discernible time frame, but it is clear that it happened after they were killed. You have no carbon dating tools, so you have no idea how long these zombies have been zombified.
Someone who understands medicine, though, or medical stuff, would know that skin reacts differently when it's dead.
Yep. And you can see that those signs are there.
Yeah.
You have no idea how long these people have been dead. You just know that they are dead.
Got a new friend.
Woo, friends.
I've got a really fucking wild, out in the arse end of nowhere fucking... Oh, that's a cute friend.
Aw, what a good boy or girl. Probably boy, I think, if I remember right. Well, let's hear this out of the ass idea, and then we'll take our late break.
With my knowledge in alchemy, would I be able to, like, take a sample of the dye, plus or minus skin, and try and work out how aged it is?
No.
Yeah, that is such a silly suggestion.
No, sir.
Not
Silly.
It's not silly, but it's not possible for you, no. Alright, so let's take our break since we're running late. Everybody just pop off for 5 minutes, stretch your legs, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll be back. Thank you, folks who popped in during the Lollygaggers raid, who are still here watching. We appreciate you. You're fabulous, and we love you.
BRB.
Burbs. Mike's going muted.
I return with potato and leek soup.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm a frozen quokka is still there
Yep.
on the standby screen.
Well, it's still technically true.
We can't see you. You're not there. It's showing that you're not there. It's showing your vacant wall.
What do you call it?
Vacant wall.
Small warning, like there always is a warning when I'm at my mom's house. My brother, like I said earlier, has friends over. And when I was out there grabbing something to drink, he was like asking if I had a speaker, and I don't have a speaker, so I told him no. But apparently they found a speaker, and I told him not to turn the music up loud, and he
Did anyways.
started arguing with me. So
I think I can already hear
If
the
you-
noise.
Yes, I can.
well, they are shouting with each other back and forth. They've been doing that like all night.
Well,
But if they start playing music, I will mute myself.
Well, I was going to pose the question to you since you already have somebody over and you have a thing when we wrap up. Since Dido isn't here, this is a spot where we can stop without getting too deep into the story stuff that I had planned so that she doesn't miss out. Would you guys
Okay.
want to just pause here since you've got stuff you need to take care of tonight too? And with the noise factor as well?
I'd be cool with that. I just wouldn't want the stream people to hear.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But I also understand that, you've got other stuff, and this was a day you weren't planning to be here, but you showed up. But this is a good stopping point. So let's wrap up here then, and we can have Nido ready to go, and then I can introduce story stuff so that she doesn't miss anything significant.
Good.
All right. Well, people who were watching us come back from break, sorry that we're going to abruptly end, but reasons explained. We'll wrap up so that our missing player doesn't miss out on any of the story stuff, and they have a chance to interject and be helpful, and probably sleep with Cass's father figure, as Valk is prone to do. Thank you. Thank you for laughing at my bad joke. So thank you for watching, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow with most of us, except for Frozen Quokka. There'll be also an Ark who also seemed to be having camera problems instead. So we'll be back for Curse of Strahd tomorrow, same time. So if you enjoyed us, give it a follow. Tell your friends about how awesome this was. Thanks again to the Lollygaggers for the raid. Thank you everybody who stuck around to enjoy it. Rez, I have not forgotten your point turn in, so at an appropriate time when things happen, you'll be able to pop in for a brief moment to do some shenanigans. So for now, everybody have a great night. We'll see you